So for this e.l.f. look, all you need is liquid latex, moss that I got at Michael's for, I don't know, like $4 or $2, something like that. Let's get started. So I've already applied my foundation, and I used my NYX Cosmetics HD foundation in Natural Beige. And yes, I am doing like the darkest color because I want to look tan because I am so pale. So yes, I used this one. NYX HD Finishing Powder Contour. I'm going to use my NYX Wonder Stick. This lighter side, go right under my eyes, kind of on my cheekbone, tip of my nose, and then just like just use a beauty blender and then spray it with any type of setting spray. Now I'm going to take my HD Concealer by NYX. This color is Fair Clair. And I'm just going to brighten my under eye just a little bit more so I don't look sleepy. I want to look like a bright, awake elf. And just kind of bring it, and I like to bring it down into a V. This helps my cheekbones look a little bit higher. Ultraviolet. So for this look, I'm going to just apply this on my lower lid. Electroshock by NYX Cosmetics. I'm going to put this in my crease. My NYX Wicked Dreams palette, I'm going to use this super light blue color.
I'm just going to bring this down all the way to the corner of my eyes. You might have to go over it a couple times to get like the look that you're going for.
I'm going to use my NYX eyebrow pencil, and this is in teal. I'm just going to put this in my waterline, and this is just going to make my eyes just really pop. Have this brush. I've already used it. It looks like a complete mess, but that's okay because it's a brush that I'm never going to use, so you definitely want a brush that you don't care about. To create the texture of the tree trunk, you need to rip off pieces of tissue paper into strips and place on top of the latex. When I apply the latex over the tissue, I use the brush to fold the tissue into pieces to make it look more chunky and defined. Repeat the steps of applying latex, then a strip of tissue, and lastly the latex over the strips of tissue. Detail brush with a little bit of setting spray. So I just created the outline, and I'm going to go back in and just, darken it up using the same shadow. If you have to wet your brush again, that is okay. Okay, so now we are going to apply these little flower petals that I just took off from one of these. I just pulled it off and then I just cut them. And I'm going to actually place them over each flower so that it looks layered in like almost 3D like. Here I'm applying a cream color in brown. You could also use body paint. To make the tree trunk look more realistic, I add green, black, and a darker brown. Okay, so now I just finished the coloring of my tree trunk. Now I'm going to add the moss that I bought, and I just ripped it up into little pieces, and I'm going to just literally use a little bit of latex and just stick it everywhere around here. Alright, so what I do is I folded a piece of construction paper down the corner like this. And you just want to make sure the edges meet up perfectly. So it looks just like this. You're going to take the corner and you're just going to fold it back down like this. And you can choose the size. This is about a really good size to have, and you just fold it like that. And then you're just going to continue to fold it along the lines of the creases. And then what you're going to do is you're going to take tape and you're going to fold it around the tip of this triangle. And when you are finished, it should look a little something like this. You have a pointy edge, you got the tape covering the whole thing. You want to make sure you bring it all the way to the top. And then when you are finished doing this, you are going to apply the liquid latex over the tape, just like this. And you have to layer it. So you do one layer of liquid latex and then let it dry. So what I did is I took like this fold and I would stick it on something that's pointy so it just can sit up like this and dry. And I did I'd say about 3 layers of liquid latex. You want to make sure you rub finishing powder or some type of translucent powder over it. This will help it from sticking and basically ruining what you've just created. So I'm going to go in with my NYX HD finishing powder, and I'm just going to literally take my fingers and rub it all over the ear. And you can tell that it won't be as like sticky, like rubbery once you rub all this over it. And you just want to make sure to really get the edges. And then what we're going to do is we're going to peel it off. And then you're just going to let it pop out just like that. So now when it's like this, you want to also put more finishing powder over it because this inside part will be sticky. After you have enough finishing powder on it, we can flip it back over to the original side. You might need something pointy to just get the point back out. Hold my hair back and just stick it right on there and press it against my ear. And then you just kind of want to hold it, make sure it's going to stay and stick. I'm going to take some tissue paper and rip it up into little pieces. And I'm going to put liquid latex right on here, just like this. And this is how we're going to mold it together. Like this. You want the tissues on the ear to be very thin so it can blend into your natural ear more smoothly. After you apply the tissue, you want to apply more liquid latex over it. You really want to get the tissues in the crevices of your ears so it looks more real.
I'm just going to put this right on top of the ear so it can blend right in with my ear. It's close to the same color.
And this is my finished elf look, and I hope you guys enjoyed this video. I want you to be inspired by this, and maybe not by even be an elf, but something else. I had so much fun making this, and I hope you guys do too. Please subscribe to my channel and keep watching. I will have a lot more to come, and please vote for me. And thank you again for watching. Love you all. Bye.